Mic check. 1, 2, 3. There's no mic, but here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Vin Society. I have a guest over here named
Shab.
And today we're going to talk about friendship. We're going to try to break it down into different aspects. We're going to have first impressions and judgments that you have on friends when you try to make friends, the qualities and differences between a good friend and a bad friend, and lastly, we're going to talk about not being afraid to end a friendship. So you already know how it is. Let's get into it. First impressions and judgments. So I just want to break down to the part that, everyone has impressions or judgments of people at first when we don't even know who they are to begin with. Generally, when we try to make friends, I believe we try to make friends that fit our quota or our impressions that we want. So for me personally, I like someone who's very time oriented, who's determined and motivated, and always seems happy and less into the negative side. And I tend to judge those who are obnoxiously loud. I can't speak properly.
Me too.
Or people who are always negative, always push you down, and never seem to be on your good side. But we're going to try to get away from that. I'm going to want to emphasize why first impressions are important, why you should try to find people that fit your quota. But I also want to let you guys know to not let the judgment stop you because you don't know who they really are. But that's what we're basically going to talk about in this first part. I'm going to have Shabnam hit it off, and then I'm going to get my point of view or touch up on anything she says, and then if she has anything else to touch up on mine, she'll go on ahead too. So, Shab.
Okay, so with first impressions, I have a really bad problem of hearing something about someone and being like, oh man, that person cheats, or that person smokes or something, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. But they could be the perfect friend, their relationship could have nothing to do with me, or something else, and I just be like, oh man, I hate that person already, I don't want to be friends with them. So I have a really big problem doing that. I still do. I'm working on it, but that's a problem with my first impression judgment side. But yeah, Vinny's seen it before.
Yeah. How about what are the type of first impressions that you expect or you want to see that is going to be a good friend?
I want someone that's going to be friendly and be like, hey, how are you? How's your day? Where are you from? Stuff like that. But some people, don't do it. They're shyer, but they're they could be the best and be later on warm up to me. But I have this problem with being oh man, they don't care about me, or they're not trying, they're not friendly enough, or they're too shy for me. Yeah, and I judge them based on only their friendliness.
Yeah, that's true. So, like she said, I've known her side of judging people in a way, and then she's scared they're gonna be a bad friend because they did that certain thing. But she's been really better about it. She's been trying to open up to people more often and seeing who they really are on the inside, or how they really act towards you, and not just emphasizing on that title they have because she realized, or we talked about how we don't know their backstory, or we don't know what's going on in their life right now. But personally for me, I've always judged the fuckboys.
The Chads.
If you guys don't know, Chad is we're not being racist or anything, but it's that white prep fuckboy. Yeah. That always has the name Chad, and no offense to any Chads out there. It's just typical in our area, and we're not white, and so. Where was I?
First impression, judgments, Chad.
Chad. Okay, off of Chad. Yeah, I just really didn't like the typical fuckboy because they would always dress so jockey, and they always seemed like they were too good for anyone else. So I always had a bad impression towards them, which a lot of them do fall into their stereotype, but there are some people out there that don't fall into that stereotype. I've met 2 friends where I thought were complete dicks and assholes, jocks, but they were actually really nice people, and they were generally very caring, and sure, they didn't want to talk to me on the regular basis, but they did know who I was, and they did talk friendly, and they didn't just use me for homework or classwork or what did I miss and stuff like that. They actually wanted to have a conversation with me. So I think I've gotten better not judging people, And like people who did smoke or drink too early in high school and stuff like that, I had a very bad impression of them because the way my parents raised me was like, drugs are bad, don't ever do it. They're the stereotypical Asians and stuff like that. So I always had a bad impression, but now I'm open for people, and it's like, hey, I would like to get to know you, and then once we get to know each other, that in that friendship, I'll know if you are the right type of friend for me or the wrong type of friend for me. But to bring it that, what was your first impression of me, Shabna? Because if you guys don't know, she's been dating my best friend since like they were in freshman year, and I became friends with him his sophomore year. So that's like what, 6 years from now?
Yeah.
And every time I saw her, I never talked. Well, I didn't really talk to her. I was scared to talk to her.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know. I mean, like, all of Cherie's friends, I was always like, oh, like, yeah, they all just, like, play games, you know?
Yeah.
They're all, like, at home all the time playing games or, like, playing basketball and stuff. But, like, I didn't have, like, a bad impression because he didn't, like, say anything. Like, he wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, like, Wee's like this, or, like, Hung's like this, or, like, Vinny's like this. He'd just be like, yeah, I'm hanging out with all my friends now. And I was just like, yeah, we do it, yeah.
Oh.
I thought you were a little quiet at first because, like, you didn't try to talk to me.
Yeah.
But, like, some people say I like look mean, but I don't look mean.
She doesn't.
No.
She's not mean.
Yeah, but that's it. I think.
Yeah, I mean, my first impression of her was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to start a conversation. It's like, oh, cool, you're dating one of my best friends, but like, I don't know if any other guys feel this way, but personally, me, like, I feel like I'm invading into my best friend's space and stuff like that if I'm talking to his girlfriend, and like I feel like I'm like taking her time away from him, or like it feels like I'm breaking the bro code or something like that, you know? Because I don't want it to be depicted as in like, oh, I'm trying to steal your girl, or like I'm trying to take her time or anything. I'm just trying to get to know her, but I'm not trying to get to know her too much where it's like, oh shit, I'm making this bad. But we actually, cool enough story, we actually connected this year, and now we're...
Cause he moved to VCU. VCU.
I messed up. But yeah, now we're helping each other with the gym, keeping ourselves motivated. We're always keeping each other on food check.
Yep, qualities of a good friend.
Yep. But let's bring it down to the second point. Qualities of a good friend.
There it is. Motivation. Like Vinny, basically. Because he moved in and he was like, yeah, you're going to go to the gym, you're going to do what you want to do, you're going to reach all those goals. And I was like, yeah, I am. But, like, I never had that push before, you know? Like, I never had a friend to be like, yeah, like, you should go and do this, and I'll do this with you, and, like, we're going to keep it up, you know? And, like having Vinny here is, like, yeah, like, I go to the gym all the time, and, like, when I don't go, he's not like, oh, my God, you didn't go. He's like, yeah, I understand, like, you didn't go because, like, you had this and this, which, like, I don't use as an excuse sometimes. Maybe, like, if I'm, like, really tired, okay. But, like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the motivation.
Yeah, it's that extra push and knowing when to push your friend, or that extra push or knowing when your friend needs to push you. Because when she has exams, or like when she's overstressed and she has a lot of homework and stuff, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you're not going to the gym right now. What's wrong with you? It's like, you need to get those goals done. It's like, no, like, you need to pass those tests. You have a lot of homework done. You're getting your priorities straight. I understand. Or like, because there was a time where we were hustling at the gym. We went every day for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And then she was like, I'm just tired. I'm like, I'm tired too.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's okay if you want to rest. And she's like, yeah. I'm just like, and I was just like, don't make it a habit though. Because the most I let her take off is 2 days with no excuse. But if it's 1 day and then there is excuse the second day, I let it slide for a max of 3 to 4 days. Because 3 to 4 days, I'm just like, no, you need to get back into it. And she generally gets back into it.
Yeah.
I think another good quality of a friend is that no matter what, they will tell you the truth. Technical difficulties that just happened. Video stopped recording. But I think where I left it off was another good quality that we want to look for in a friend is being able to trust them and them telling the truth. So like no matter what, you would want to hear the painful truth than the sounding good lie, you know? You have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, okay, so I was thinking, like, the truth could be like something really little. It could be like if you had food stuck in your teeth and like you want someone to tell you, but like as soon as someone tells you, like there's the initial like, oh, I'm embarrassed, I wonder how long it's been there, you know, like I wonder who saw it and stuff. But like as soon as you get over that, you're like, okay, like I'm really glad he told me because I would have looked like an idiot. But like there can also be something like really big,
Like, yeah, like time management is a really good one. There's like a lot of our friends that would be like, oh, I need to get this done, I need to get this done, but they don't really get it done, or they don't have like a timeline of when to get it done, and they wait till last second to do it. So that's a good truth to tell a friend, no matter how much it hurts them. It's like, oh, it's like, no, I know how to manage my time. It's like, no, you don't. Like, this is here are my points of where you don't get the time done. Another major one is I had a lot of friends that I've helped out where they got out of relationships, and it's either the guy or girl was treating them wrong and they kept on falling back for it, or like when they did go back for it like 2, 3, 5 times, they kept on getting hurt the same way, and they're just like not understanding what's wrong, and then you just need to tell them straight up the truth. It's like, hey, you've been going on about this for a very long time, and to tell you the truth is like, they keep on hurting you, I don't know why you're going back, I don't think you should get back with them and stuff like that. So sometimes it's better to let them know the truth than settle with the lie. But I did time check this video, and we're already about 10 minutes in, so I think it's time that we wrap up this part of the video, and we'll pick up back on with the bad qualities of a friend and not being afraid to end a friendship. Please remember to like and subscribe, comment what you think about the video. If you want Shabnam more to speak about her opinions on other stuff, just let us know. But you already know how I ended off with a motivating quote. Always keep yourself motivated, humble, push through everything, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
This is definitely gonna be bloopers.
Oh, alright. Okay, I got this. Okay.
Steady beat goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can throw it to me. Thank you.
That's Tariq. I got you. That's the cameraman. That's her boyfriend. Bye. Bye. Okay. All right. Cut that. Bring it back. All right.
Okay, it is now playing. I'm gonna move it away. Go back to where you were.
Here. Videographer.
It's me, actually. Okay, there it is. Perfect. I think.
Is there enough space for you?
Yeah.
Arm's length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cares about me. You're the star of the show.